The state government recognises that climate change is going to play a significant role in increasing coastal hazards, coastal erosion, storm tide inundation, which affects virtually all Queensland coastal communities. So we really want the councils to get on the front foot in terms of what those hazards to their communities are and have some proactive planning in place to address those risks.
You know, this is an effective partnership of the state government and the LGAQ in delivering the program.
Well, the Department of Environment and Science recognises a need for councils to undertake the coastal hazard adaptation strategies and the role that LGAQ has played in advocating for the development of those strategies. So we've engaged LGAQ as the project manager for the QCoast program, and we basically work closely with them to ensure the development that delivers on the objectives that the board sets.
The forums are important because it provides a platform for stakeholders to share lessons learned. It also allows fostering of a network of practice between the stakeholders.
I think it provides the opportunity for the councils, as Sabathra said, to get together and share ideas. Some of the councils, particularly the smaller, the lower capacity councils, struggle with the technical demands of the program. So this is an effective way to allow them to learn from others and I guess to deliver more effectively.
Science is telling us that we're going to expect some changes along our coast. So attending the QCoast Forum is beneficial for us in that we are able to network with other people who have already gone through the processes, identify what the hazards are, and just generally listen to the speakers without reinventing the wheel. So it's beneficial from an information gathering and a suggestion point of view.
We need to look after the beach erosion. We need to make sure that it's still going to be there in 30 years. We have plans to develop it further. So hopefully out of all this we'll get some decent strategies on how to deal with that.
The QCoast forums have been excellent for us in council to be able to see how everybody else is approaching what is essentially the same problem. I think we're fully aware that there's not a single way to solve this, and I think the best solutions will be amalgamation of everything that's been done at different levels. The Chaz has been a real opportunity to sort of embed that business as usual is no longer acceptable. We need to start, finding improvements in everything that we do. So that's been a very excellent element and surprise element of the process.
Yeah, I think it's really great personally to come along and see where the other councils are at and the work they've been doing. Great to see Douglas Shire and them actually finishing it and seeing where we can get to. But yeah, also very useful to meet all the different councils that are undertaking the project. Yeah, the minimum standards and guidelines are an extremely useful tool for pulling together something like a Chaz. When it's such a big project, looking at like a large portion of the council region, it's really good to have a phased approach where we can do step by step and have clear direction on those phases.
The forums are a great place to share information with other councils. It's all about learning from each other and also having access to those industry experts and to help us better plan for coastal hazard adaptation. This will also help us plan for resilience, to know what actions we need to take and when to help protect our communities in the future.
We have a really highly engaged community, and we know that we absolutely love our coastline. We know that's what our community loves, we know visitors love. We know it's a really important part of why people choose to invest in the Douglas Shire as well. And so this process has been something that we know that people have actually welcomed for some time. I would say from the outset that it's really important to engage with your community from the beginning. you will find that people are very, very interested. If they love their coastline, they really have a strong sense of the future. And I think in terms of the acknowledgement, and very much in our shire, we want to prepare our community for the future, and we're very conscious that climate change is something that's not just around the corner, but it's right here.